prize. I can't live life in disguise.
With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. We've made it, we have made it. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, bringing you coverage of the Super Bowl. It's almost surreal when you take in the atmosphere, isn't it? It's the magnificent spectacle that surrounds this game each and every February. And at the center of it, the best team from both conferences who fought all season long for the honor of playing here tonight.
And you know what's beautiful about this stage, Kate? These teams who meet in the Super Bowl each and every year, we've learned this. They're not always the most talented team in the league. They're the two who never buckled under the pressure, never let the moment become too big. You know what I love to say? They're the ones that didn't just play with one another. They played for one another. And I can't wait. You can't wait. The world can't wait to see which team truly earns the right to raise that Lombardi and call themselves a champion.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Play action, Mahomes. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know, Kate, sometimes I'm a little reticent to tip my cap to the defense, but that is a job well done. That was a wall to nowhere. A little shuffle pass ends up going backwards because that defense, well, they were sound, they were structured, and they knocked him on his keister.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They've got a man in motion. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. Working quickly here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That That is just a good, solid run right there. I know that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They go to Barkley again. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. Now Jackson on 3rd down. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Jackson on 3rd and 1. His first throw in the Super Bowl is intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Seahawks get a huge return down to the 25-yard line before that tackle's made.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Into the hands of Kittle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That's the end of one here in Super Bowl 59. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to New Orleans right after this. Welcome back. The team is set, so let's get back to it. 2nd quarter of Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. Mahomes throwing on 4th. It's a Seattle touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks make it a 10-point ball game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second and 8. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Lamar now from the gun. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Lamar throwing again. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you, Kate? Got their first turnover last time out. Now they put their first sack on the board. And big plays on that side of the ball, well, they can come in bunches. Defense sure hopes to keep this faucet going, and the offense wants to turn the spigot off immediately. When you talk to kickers about kicking field goals of this length, they will tell you, Kate, you got to keep it a little lower and you got to drive it. But you still got to be accurate. Basically, all the pieces got to come together like they just did to hit from that distance.
First and 10 now from the 30. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. He'll cobble together a yard there. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes now. He puts some power on a deep one. He's got it deep downfield. Into the red zone. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a a Jamar Chase touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's got Thomas on the slant. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down. Offense up to the line fast. First down, here's Lamar. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him. Altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd down, Jackson to pass. He's got time here. Now he's forced out right. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. This will bring us to the 2-minute warning. And it's the Broncos looking at 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it, he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. That's Antoine Winfield Jr.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Taylor now up the middle. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
They send a man in motion. Third down, it's Mahomes. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it up. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick, knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes, and if you don't, well, it's six the other way.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Mahomes trying to get after the pick. He's trying to push the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Mahomes. Taking a shot. Deep down the field it goes. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Oh, baby, that was sweet. They popped him before he could even get started on that return.
Imagine running down the field, navigating all those guys that want to block you. You get free, and I'm sure part of these guys on this punt coverage team, Kate, are wondering, who's going to wave his hand? Is it going to be a fair catch? Was it all for naught? No, it was not. And they get a chance to lay the wood, and they deliver.
Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on 1st down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Jake Elliott on now to attempt this field goal. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. The kick by Hopkins is good. The flag is down, though, so let's see if this kick stands or not. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing it just before halftime. He's going deep. Oh, no, they get him yet again. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Seahawks do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Enough waiting, let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
From the 34. And they kick him off again! Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Seahawks take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Offense in the hurry up here. Second down carry for Taylor. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. They gain 14 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They go again with Taylor. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Taylor again. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Still well short after the 3-yard run. It's going to be 4th down and 6. So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves him with 3rd down and 5. Jackson throwing here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
This is Taylor. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the gun, Taylor. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. So we're winding down to the end of the 2024 season. That's the end of 3 in Super Bowl 59. It's the Seahawks in front as they sense a 2nd title is within their reach. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. They give to Taylor, right side. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
Well, it's hard to call that the official moment that sealed this win, but up 16 here in the 4th, it's going to take a heck of a sequence of events to see this game tied back up.
Returning it from the 4. And look at this return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now it's Lamar. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Looking to throw, Jackson. big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Working quickly here. Another try following the sack. Harrison's got it on the sideline. And he has it down to the 30 before going out. They got 24 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First and 10 now from the 30. Jackson looking to throw. On the move, headed right. That's caught with Saquon Barkley. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On first down, Jackson. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. And again, it's Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. So now it's going to be third and long. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game. All 100 yards I've been into the...
It's a Denver touchdown! All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit. The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance. So here come the Broncos. Big spot now as they try for two. And that pass is caught. They get the 2 points and a little drama now. We've got ourselves a one-score ball game. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Running right. This is Taylor. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Seahawks up by 8. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Now a run with Taylor. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Broncos bringing out an extra DB. Third down coming up. Back to throw it. Forced out to his right. Launching deep down the right sideline. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. This play goes for 36. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. A run here with Taylor. No one around. He's got space. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon. He created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's Taylor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. Very short kick here from the right hash. The kick by Hopkins is good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. Really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
Kickoff taken at the 3. Returns looking good so far. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. Buys time, rolling right. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10, here's Jackson. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. They connect on the deep shot. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. One final shot here. And it's caught for the touchdown. No time left.